Hey, what's happening, guys? Good morning. You've tuned into Rules for Rebels. The title of today's video is what the fuck is a winning product? It seems like winning products is kind of the new buzzword in e-commerce, and especially among the dropshipping community. And I'd be curious to kind of hear your thoughts. Like, what is your definition of a winning product? What does it mean when you have a winning product? How do you know when you have a winning product? To me, this concept of winning products is like the dumbest thing ever. It seems to kind of take away from the idea of building an actual business, building an actual brand, actually having like a marketing plan, having a website that converts, and it seems to kind of boil everything down to either you have a winning product or you have a losing product. Now, when I think of winning products, or when I hear the term winning products, I better quit doing these air quotes. I'm overdoing it. But when I think of winning products, I think of these rare fad products that come along every once in a blue moon. Like just some things that come to mind. Probably the ultimate winning product was hoverboards. I've talked about hoverboards. I did those back in 2015, and that was definitely a winning product. It really took no skills to market it, no skills to sell it. Like, if you had them, they were going to sell. But that lasted a very short window, 3 or 4 months, and even towards the end, it started getting difficult to kind of compete with the people who got out ahead of everybody else. Fidget spinners, that was another winning product. That's probably one of like the second quote unquote best winning products that I've ever seen. Fidget spinners, again, really hot, but had a really, really short run. Fingerlings, you remember those fingerling monkeys? That was a winning product. Really hot, had a really short run. After a couple months, people were stuck with fidget spinners. I saw people on Craigslist and OfferUp trying to get 80 or 100 bucks for fidget spinner, or for those monkeys, getting it all day long, and then it just dried. Actually, I don't know if it dried up or if there was a supply shortage, and then they kind of caught up with the manufacturing, and then it wasn't rare to have them, and you couldn't really get big bucks for them. But these winning products are fad things that are going to come every now and again. One other winning product that comes to mind is back when the Cubs won the World Series. Did they win the World Series? I think they won the World Series. I don't really pay attention to sports anymore, but back when the Cubs won the World Series in, I don't know, what was it, 2015, 2016, something like that, they put out a special edition set of Cubs cards, and it was like each player on the team or something like that. Me and my partner got a pre-order in for some of those. I forget who even made them, but we got a pre-order in, sold a ton of pre-orders on eBay and I think Amazon. And when the product actually rolled out, they were actually late in shipping it out to us. And with pre-orders, people get kind of finicky. They know it's a pre-order, but some people don't read, or people wait a couple weeks and then start getting impatient. So once we finally got our cards in, I'll never forget this. Our package didn't wind up arriving till like maybe 3:30, 4 in the afternoon, and that's right around the time that our post office pickup is. So we literally had less than 30 minutes to pack as many orders as we possibly could. And I think we wound up getting like 230 packs packed up and shipped out within about 30 minutes. It was insane. That was a winning product. Even we were selling some like memorabilia and things like that, car flags, car decals, house flags, things like that. And those went really well. But here's the thing about winning products, guys. Winning products are things that come out, are really hot, and then disappear. And if you're one of the earlier people to get on a winning product, yeah, you can make a lot of money, but here's the problem when you go after winning products as opposed to, I keep doing it. Here's the problem with going after winning products as opposed to actually building a real business. You're constantly on the hunt for the next winning product. Back in the day when Amazon was a lot easier and a lot more competitive, you literally could go out there and just find winning products. And I used to make videos about it with Terapeak and Jungle Scout and things like that. The days, I'm sure there are still people finding quote unquote winning products and making some money, but every one of them, I guarantee you, they're from one product to the next, to the next, to the next, and you're constantly having to be on the lookout for a winning product as opposed to building a real business or building a real brand or doing something within a niche and actually building a real business and having a recurring customer base and having people come back and buy again. That's much more so the type of business that I would like to run. It's much more sustainable in the long term. You're going to wind up making a lot more money, and it's going to be a lot less stressful. So I don't know why this idea of winning products has grown so popular. I think probably in large part because it takes a lot of the onus off of having to have a website that converts and having to have good customer service, and having, you know, all these things that most businesses would traditionally have to do, you don't really have to worry about it. It seems to make the process easier. And if you're not having success, well, it's not that your website sucks or that your customer service is bad or whatever else. It's just that you haven't found your winning product yet. So I just pulled up to Dunkin' Donuts. I got to get running. I need my coffee. But I'm curious to hear what you guys think about winning products. Personally, I hate this idea of winning products. And well, I'm not saying that you can't make money with it. Everything's going to be short term, and you're going to be jumping from one product to trying to find a next winning product to trying to find a next winning product. And these products are going to last a couple weeks to maybe a couple months at the most, but eventually people will see your Facebook ads running. There are people who look, you know, everyone who's looking for winning products, they watch other people's Facebook ads. There's tools you can use to monitor other people's Facebook ads. And, you know, because there's really nothing unique about your business, because there's no barrier to entry, because it's easy to find your products, everyone's going to be hopping on your winning product and driving the price down. So I'm not personally a fan of this concept of winning products, but let me know what you guys think. Drop a comment down below, and I'll catch you on the next one.